Hello and welcome to the Global Email Marketing Summit. I'm very happy to be here, and thanks to Rodrigo, who invited me to speak to you today. I'm going to talk to you about how to pick the right email marketing service for your small and medium-sized business. Who am I? I'm Robert Brandl. I founded emailtooltester.com, which is a website that specifically reviews small business email marketing services, provides all kinds of tutorials, and just tries to help you in the best way to get started with your email marketing journey. And I could talk all day about email marketing and the software, because it's really my passion. But I try to keep it to 30 minutes and give you all the highlights that I know about it. So, if you're here, I guess you're not necessarily looking for something like MailChimp. MailChimp is the most famous brand in the email marketing space, but maybe, as we'll learn in a minute, maybe not the best option for you. So I'm guessing you are looking for new cool tools that give you better value and have exciting features. And for that, let's check out what we will learn today. So I will tell you everything about how you find the pricing model that works for you, because there are a couple of different pricing models available. I will show you how to determine or to find out if there are any unfair billing practices that the email marketing service is using. I'm going to tell you about the features that you really need and what to look out for, what is available, what can be done today with a modern email marketing software. And I'm also going to talk to you about the top 4 email marketing services that we usually recommend and that most people are very happy with. And yeah, just talking about the pros and cons, also current promotions, because there are some promotions on right now. And of course, I will provide additional resources as well. Cool. Let's start with the pricing models. ESP, by the way, is Email Service Provider. You will hear this abbreviation a couple of times in the video. So why not start with free plans? Because maybe you don't even need to pay for your email marketing service. Most providers really have interesting free plans, especially Kit, where you can have up to 10,000 subscribers, which sounds amazing. There's not even a cap on the number of emails you can send. Of course, it comes with a couple of limitations, and you should be aware of them. One limitation is that your Kit newsletters that you send via Kit, they will always show a little ad that you can see here. So it's not huge, but it's still an ad and may not be for everyone. The next limitation is that there's only one automation flow. So if you want to really automate a lot of processes, this may not be enough for you. And the other thing is that they opt you in automatically into their recommendations network. That means if someone signs up for your Kit-powered newsletter, you will be recommending other Kit-powered newsletters. And that, again, like the ad, may not be ideal for you, but if you're just starting out, it's really a great deal. At $0 for 10,000 subscribers, why not? Then let's look at the classic paid models. Usually, most, like 95% of ESPs, they charge by the number of contacts. So let's see this example with ActiveCampaign. 5,000 subscribers, they will cost you at least $79 per month. And you almost have unlimited emails. And yeah, you pay only for the actively subscribed people. That means they haven't unsubscribed, and they also haven't bounced. That brings us to the unfair billing practices. You see the MailChimp and Constant Contact logo here. Both of them, they have unfair billing practices. For example, MailChimp, they charge you for inactive contacts. Unless you manually archive your unsubscribed and bounced contacts, they will keep on charging you for them, which is really unfair, and no other company does that. And the same is true for constant contact. If you hit a higher tier, like at some point you have 10,000 subscribers, but then reduce your number of subscribers for whatever reason down to 7,000 or 8,000, you will remain in that higher tier because they won't downgrade you automatically. And these are billing practices that are not ideal and you should really avoid. And I mean, these two companies are very well known and very big, but they are definitely not the best options for your small business. Another one that does the pay-per-contact model is MailerLite. As you can see, 5,000 subscribers here cost only $45, which is a lot cheaper than ActiveCampaign. Of course, their features are a bit more limited, and we're going to look at the details of these two providers in a minute. But let's continue first with another pricing model, which is very interesting. It's the pay-per-email pricing model. So rather than charging by the number of contacts you have in your database, Brevo charges by the emails that you're actually sending, which is a good deal if you're not sending a ton of email. So, for example, you only send once a month or maybe twice a month, then this pricing model is really good for you because you don't take advantage of the nearly unlimited emails of the other companies. Then there's also a pay-as-you-go model that Moosend, for example, offers, which is not very common. I just wanted to let you know that it exists. Pay-as-you-go is a bit problematic in the sense if you're sending very few emails. Let's say you only send your newsletters twice a year. The problem with this is that your deliverability might suffer because you're not able to build a decent sender reputation. To build a good sender reputation, you need to send regular emails. And that's why probably pay-as-you-go is not that relevant, but still, I wanted you to know that it exists. Let's talk about the features now. I want to give you an overview what exists on the market and what you can expect from a modern email marketing software. And it's always good to know what you really want, because then you can make a better and more informed decision, obviously. So advanced automation is the first one. All the email marketing services now, they offer flows, like pretty nicely done, that you have a workflow view and you can set up your automations. But there are some differences. So the basic automations, they don't do things like website tracking, for example. Website tracking is really useful because you can add a tracking code to your website and then take into account what your users do on your website. And when they subscribe, you know on what pages they went. So for example, they went to your pricing page 3 times and didn't purchase. Then you can automatically send them an email whether they need help and in choosing an email, in choosing the right plan from your website. So that can be really useful. CRM features are another thing. If you don't have a CRM yet, you can also use the one that your email marketing service provides. If they actually provide a CRM tool, that can be very handy. E-commerce is another topic. If you are in e-commerce, you will likely need a completely different tool than if you are a non-e-commerce business. And I will show you one e-commerce tool later that really that we recommend a lot. Then you can also create landing pages with your email marketing service, which is also very handy to quickly put together a landing page where you can collect new leads. And there are some options where it's really easy. And most providers these days, they really offer this. Ad integration is another one where you can, for example, Google Ads or Meta Ads, you can send over your contacts and then Meta or Google will create audiences based on that, or lookalike audiences. So that can also be quite useful. And some providers also offer live chat, which is also very cool, because if you have it integrated in your email marketing software, you can also use it for automations. Like, for example, when the chat ends, we always send an email like, thanks for talking to us today. Hey, by the way, we have a newsletter. Would you like to sign up? So in the next segment of this presentation, we're going to look at some actual email marketing services, the top 4 that we recommend the most. And let's start with MailerLite. So MailerLite is a very simple tool. It's easy to use. It's very well designed. So I think they really want to be a MailChimp alternative, but much cheaper and with better, nicer designed features, really. It's very affordable. They have a great free plan, and there are some marketing and creative features. If you don't know what I mean by that, that means that you can easily put together forms, registration forms. You can create pop-ups, so to put it on your website and collect email addresses very quickly. And creative features means that you can sell a paid newsletter, for example, or you can sell digital products via your newsletter, which is all it's very cool features that the modern creators these days use. There are some cons to MailerLite as well. The automations are not as powerful as with other tools. So the website tracking feature that I mentioned before, for example, they don't have that. You can create automations where, for example, someone clicked a specific link in a newsletter, and based on that information, you can trigger another email. So they do that, but not the website tracking. Then subscriber management isn't as powerful. There are just, there are no things like tagging or the database fields. They are a bit more limited than with other providers. So that's a slight con. And I wouldn't really use it for e-commerce. There are better tools than MailerLite. The free plan is for up to 1,000 subscribers and 12,000 emails monthly, which is also a great deal. You also have the MailerLite banner, and they restrict access to their pre-made templates. So you have to put it together yourself, which isn't really that difficult. And if you want to start with a paid plan, it's going to be $9 per month for 500 subscribers. And obviously that goes up the more subscribers you have. The next one is Brandl. That's actually a tool we use ourselves. The great thing is it has a lot of features, and it has this unique pricing model, as I explained before. So it's very affordable, especially if you don't send a ton of emails. So if you send one email per month, or twice, maybe 3 times, then it can be a great deal because they are charging based on the email sent. It has a wide range of features. As mentioned, live chat. We use Brandl for our live chat on our website. There is online meeting scheduling integrated as well, which is very handy. Like, think of Calendly, for example. You can send SMS and WhatsApp campaigns, push campaigns, even push notification campaigns, which is a pretty wide spectrum of functionality. You can also send transactional emails, like order confirmations, these types of emails via Brandl. And it's multilingual. So if you have a multilingual team distributed maybe across the world, then you can each of the team members can use Brandl in their own language, unless it's too exotic. The cons of Brandl is that the landing page creator that they have integrated is a bit clunky, and it has nothing to do with the email editor, which is really nice, the newsletter editor. But the landing page editor is something different. It's not the greatest. It's also expensive to have landing pages hosted with Brandl, so it's not really something that I recommend doing with Brandl. And they charge for additional account members. So if you want different access logins for your team, you have to pay extra, something like $13 per month. Of course, you can do it like we do it and just share one login, which is also a possibility. Brandl is free for up to 9,000 emails per month, but keep in mind there's a daily limit of 300. And the free plan, as always, is ad supported, and reporting, click reporting, and so on is also very limited. Paid plans also start at $9 per month for up to 5,000 emails. And there's a special deal. If you go on the QR code, you will find a special link where you can save 50% for the first 3 months if you want to save a bit of money. The next ESP that I want to present you is Omnisend. And Omnisend is really optimized for e-commerce. So if you run, let's say, a Shopify store or a WooCommerce store, then Omnisend is really ideal because it integrates just really well, and they have their full focus on e-commerce. So they have all the automations that you need for e-commerce. The pros, as mentioned, integrations, and it's not only Shopify and WooCommerce, there are more integrations as well. The automations are really geared towards e-commerce. They are specifically made for that. You have your abandoned cart, recovery, email workflows, and a bunch of more e-commerce specific workflows that you can easily activate with Omnisend. They have a free plan as well that gives you access to all features, and there's SMS marketing included as well. As cons, I only have that it's not multilingual, so it's only available in English. But shouldn't be too much of a problem, I guess, for most companies. The free plan goes for up to 250 subscribers and up to 500 emails. It is a bit limited. You won't get too far with that. But on the bright side, they allow access to all features. And the paid plans, you can see here, are a bit more pricey than with the other two providers at $16 per month for up to 500 subscribers. And there's also, via the QR code, you can access that special deal, 15% off for a time period of 3 months. So go to the code and grab that special deal. The next top ESP is ActiveCampaign, and that one is quite a bit more expensive because they, as you can see, they talk and praise their marketing automation. And that shows. So they are really the most powerful ESP for automation. You can build all kinds of automation workflows. There's really no limit to what you can do. There's features like tagging. The subscriber management is really advanced. So everything you can dream of, basically. They are also really good for e-commerce. So they are one of the few tools that are really powerful for both e-commerce and non-e-commerce applications. And they even offer free migrations. So if you want to migrate, we've done that actually one time, where we migrated from MailChimp to ActiveCampaign. The thing to note is that, of course, they don't send you the senior consultant to do that. It's most likely more of a junior person. And the thing is also that if you have set up automations before, then you are the one who knows these automations best. So that's to keep in mind, that they won't do all the work for you. You will still have to invest some time if you want to migrate. They also have a powerful CRM solution. They're really trying to compete with HubSpot in that segment, and for that reason, it's also not very cheap if you want to add the CRM, but it is extremely powerful. The cons are, costs can add up. It's from the tools I mentioned here. They are definitely the most expensive tool. It's complex, so definitely a steeper learning curve than with the other tools. And there's no free plan. So you have a free trial, but then you have to pay. Free trial for up to 14 days. And the paid plans, they start at $15 per month. But of course, it escalates rather quickly with active campaigns. So keep that in mind. Good. There's also a special deal if you want to go to our special landing page where you can find all the deals. Almost finally, we're almost at the end. I want to give you some tips to reduce your email marketing costs that have worked really well for our company. So if possible, if you are set with a specific tool, I would recommend you to pay annually because that often saves up to 30%, sometimes I think even more than that, 40% I've seen as well. So that is really a good thing to do to save costs. The ESPs, they always have a recommended pricing tier on their website that they want to promote and also want to really sell to you, but that may not always be the best pricing plan for you, so be a bit critical of that. Know how many account users you need. As mentioned before, we are sharing one access to Brandl, and we don't really have any problems with that. But yeah, if you need multiple account users, there are some ESPs, they have multiple users included, others not. So that's something that can save you some money if you have clarity on that front. Before you get started, I would definitely clean up my contact list with there are free tools that allow you to clean or to scrub your email list and get rid of all the bounced and unavailable email contacts that are not valid anymore. On the landing page that you've seen before, I have a link with some free cleaning tools that you can use. Then one thing I like to do, it's a bit weird maybe, but when there's live chat on a website, I like to ask if there are currently any promotions going on. Support people there, they usually know about that. And more than once it has saved me a bunch of money when I entered a subscription that, of course, I do annually, and then I save even more. So yeah, it can help you save some costs. So to conclude, I want to offer you two resources. One is the ESP comparison template that you can download from our website for free. It's a Google spreadsheet where you have the top 5, maybe even top 6, 7 providers and all their features rated and in great detail. You can find all the information. So that can really save you hours of manual research. I would definitely recommend to download that spreadsheet. And there's another tab in that spreadsheet where you have a full feature list. So all the features that you can think of that exist on the market, and you can just check them if there are any features you like and send back the spreadsheet to us, and we will analyze it and find the best ESP for you if you like to do that. Then the second resource is our email tool tester cost calculator. You simply type in how many contacts you have, and it will give you a list of cheap ESPs, and that will give you some direction and idea of how much you're going to pay for your email marketing. So it can be quite interesting to know that. That was all from my side. Thank you very much for attending this talk and presentation. It would be great to stay in touch with you. So on the landing page, you can also find my LinkedIn page, and it would be really nice to connect with some of you. And good luck with your email marketing journey. And big thanks again to the Global Email Marketing Summit and Rodrigo for making this event happen. Thank you.